This team, time and time again, always seems to do right, but the Seahawks get in their own dang gum way.
Let's talk football.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the All Around Sports Podcast, and where sports are everything on this channel. I'm your host, Antonio, and man, was that a painful loss. Today, we're going over the Seahawks losing an unfortunate overtime to the Los Angeles Rams. They had everything going in their way and just couldn't ultimately finish it off in the end. But the Seahawks, oh my gosh, this team is just a roller coaster of emotions for this team. Trust me, I'm a Seahawks fan, and I was talking throughout the entire game, saying how much of a roller coaster this is, because it is true. It is true because they had it in their favor. They had it, but they ultimately let it slip away. I'm gonna get into that in just a second. But before we get started, if you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to do me a favor and smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. But for now, let's talk about this game. What an unfortunate ending. The Seahawks were really good in each of the categories. Allow me to pull up some interesting stats of yards on my screen. The Seahawks had the uphand advantage against the Rams. They had 424 total yards. The Rams only had 366. Total passing yards for the Seahawks, they had 317. The Rams only had 298, primarily to that pass to Demarcus Robinson. And then rush yards, they outgained them. Yards per play, they outgained them by about 0.3%. But if we look at the first downs, the Rams had the upper hand in that category. Third down efficiency, the Seahawks were 4 and 15 on that play. The Seahawks went for 3 down attempts. They only converted 2, and primarily that last one, which unfortunately cost them. And then total plays, the Seahawks had more plays than the Rams, and they had the they had the time possession battle won. But the sacks, that was just atrocious. We didn't get a single sack during this game, and the Rams were able to get 7 on Geno. There has been something going on with Connor Williams. He has snapped over Geno twice in this football game. Twice. And then on top of it all, the Rams punted 8 times, a few 3-and-outs. The Seahawks had 12 penalties, which has ultimately been getting in their way for the last few weeks. And then had 3 interceptions, primarily that pick to Cameron Kitchens for the pick 6. He would pick another one, and then another pick by another player. I can't remember that brother's name. But if we look at this game, the Hawks had multiple chances. They had a variety of opportunities. They had the blocked punt by Cody White. Had a chance to score. Threw a interception right in the red zone. 2 of the interceptions came from the red zone. And I'm entirely putting this on the offensive line. Geno, I know people are going to blame on him, but who are the people that protect Geno Smith? Let me ask those people that. Who are the people that protect Geno Smith? Their offensive line. Connor Williams has snapped over the head of Geno Smith twice. Twice. And on top of it all, that ultimately gave up this game. The 4th down conversion in the last little bit of the game, I didn't argue with it at all. I was cool with McDonald trying to go for it, but I did not like the play call. And we know if you're gonna do a 4th and 1 try, you do the tush push. It's what the Eagles have been doing for years, and it has seemed to work at some points more than others. You do the tush push. What do you do instead? You run into K9, give an open lane for the defense of the Rams to get in there and stop them. The Seahawks beat themselves. The Rams just got lucky. The Rams had Puka Nacua ejected before the second half started, and this was just multiple missed opportunities. Geno Smith, I'm not getting on him too much because the offensive line has been bad. The offensive line, The whole thing with Connor Williams. What is going on with this guy? What is going on with this guy? He was one of the top center candidates. And you go out there and snap over the head of Geno Smith 3 times in the last 3 games. 3 times. And I'm just getting to a point. I'm not at this point yet. It's eventually coming to Sam Howell. It's getting to that point. If they lose in the next game against the 49ers in 2 weeks, which is probably likely because the Seahawks don't even know how to beat another team, they just know how to beat themselves. They are going to have to start Sam Howell. It is getting to that point. I'm not getting there yet. And if the Seahawks lose to the 49ers, I am getting to that point because Sam Howell, he is better right now than Geno Smith. And the offensive line, the Seahawks need to go out there and do something at the trade deadline. They need to go out there and get offensive linemen. You have a chance to win the division. The NFC West is wide freaking open. You got the Rams that got lucky because of the Seahawks miscues. You got the Cardinals, which they've been up and down. They've been sort of a 50-50 situation, have been really good recently. But the Niners, they have been injured. They have been banged up. They have not shown the quality of a playoff team. And of course, CMC could return next week. Of course, that could happen. But if we look at the next few games for the Seattle Seahawks, it is not going to get any easier from here. You got the 49ers after your bye week, which is after week 10. You got the Cardinals. Then you got the Jets, and then the Cardinals again. I think the Seahawks could potentially split. And then you got the Packers, the Vikings, the Bears that have been on a slow diminish lately, and then top it off with the Rams on the road. The Seahawks beat themselves, and I am so ticked off about what I have seen from this team. This team has potential. It really does. I have seen it for years, and I've always felt they are one thing away from being a really good team. And at this rate, if they keep on losing, I'm just saying, go out there and tank for Cam Ward. It is getting to that point, and I am very ticked off about what the Seattle Seahawks did and all of the miscues that they had. The Seahawks beat themselves, and the Rams just got lucky. Let me know in the comments what you guys think down in the comment section below. Do you think the Seahawks beat themselves or the Rams just came out on top? Because I personally think the Seahawks just gave it to the Rams because they had so many miscues, so many opportunities on defense to get takeaways. They had about 3 missed chances of getting a takeaway on a potential interception by Ernest Jones, and then fumbled it twice and then was recovered by the Rams. There were multiple chances for the Seahawks to win this game, but they ultimately beat themselves. But hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to do me a favor and smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao for now.